Hey, welcome back to the channel, my friends. I hope you've been having a good one. Today, we're talking about the Squad Galactic Contention Mod just a little bit more, and that's because I've had a lot of people messaging me about how they can download it and play it, since it's really a lot different than most run-of-the-mill games like Battlefront 2. Because the thing is, Galactic Contention is a mod that's built on a game called Squad, which is a poem, but also a game that is meant to be tactical and slow-paced, which is a lot different than games most people have been playing. So first things first, you're gonna have to buy the game Squad, because like I said earlier, this game is a mod. It still requires you to own the game it's built on. If you aren't willing to pay full price, just add it to your wish list and keep an eye out. Off-World Industries is really good about sales and free weekends, so if you're diligent and you're always looking, I'm sure you can find one. Once you've purchased Squad and downloaded it, you should start installing the Galactic Contention mod. You can find it in Squad's Steam Workshop page as the second most subscribed to mod. Or just click the link in the description, it's probably easier. So just click that subscribe button and wait a while, because this is not a small mod. While the mod's downloading, I highly recommend that you guys play the tutorial of the base game, because Squad and Galactic Contention are very similar gameplay wise. You'll learn all the keybinds you need to know and all the mechanics of the game. Basically, the tutorial will just help you get a general idea of what's going on so you won't be so confused. Don't be the guy who assumes that it's just like Battlefront and rushes into a match with no understanding of what makes this game unique. Okay, now that all that downloading stuff is out of the way, we can talk about actually playing the mod. Once it's finished installing, you just need to head over to the custom browser and look for a server with the name Galactic Contention. There's a few, so just pick the one you want and join up. You might have to wait in a queue if the server is full, which is totally normal. Just check your phone while you wait, or send the devs a donation to be whitelisted so the queue times are much shorter. Trust me, they deserve the money. Now that you've joined the game, you're going to be faced with two teams to pick from, the Republic and the Separatists. Generally, the Republic has more players and fills up quicker since everyone really wants to be the clones. Just pick the team that has fewer players. If the teams are unbalanced and you pick the larger one, it'll just put you on the smaller team anyways. So, at this point you're going to see a long list of squads to join. Each squad can have 9 players, but lots of people lock their squads at lower numbers. Just look for a squad that doesn't have a unique purpose right now. That means to avoid squads with names like HMP, LAAT, or ATTE and stuff like that. These squads usually operate the vehicles, which requires you to know how to operate them, and I'm gonna bet that you don't right now. If you're unsure if a squad is right for you, just join and ask them. The squad leader will probably tell you what they're doing, and no one will care. It'll be worse if you join, have no clue what's going on, and end up being a weak link for them the whole time. Okay, good, you're in a squad now. With all that sorted, we can start to see the big differences between this game and your average FPSs. The spawn screen is pretty complicated and confusing. Just take a breath, we'll get through it together, don't worry. Right now, you're going to really want to focus on this box right here. These are the kits that you can choose from. Each one has a special role and a unique purpose. You'll learn them as you keep playing. Right now, just go for a simple role, stuff like the Assault, Medic, LAP, Marksman, or Heavy. Okay, now you have a kit and you're in a squad, it's time to get your boots or your metal feet dirty and find a place to spawn. This list will show you every spawn point you have and it highlights them on the map for you. These are the only places that you can spawn, and all of them are manually placed and set up unlike your main base. To find out where you should spawn, look at the little green guys on the map. These are your squad mates, and chances are you should be regrouping with them, so just choose the point that's nearest to them. Then, press M and follow your map until you're there. If this is confusing, just ask your squad leader, they'll point you in the right direction. But if you joined a brand new game, just respawn at the main base. You're probably still in the prep phase and no one can leave the main base yet. During this prep phase, you'll group up with your squad and hopefully get filled in on what the plan is. Just load up into the vehicle that everyone else is getting in and listen. Ask questions if you have them. No one's gonna bite. With the prep phase over, you're now gonna get into the real game, the meat and potatoes. You'll likely spend this early time in the match unloading supplies and setting up your defenses. Just pull out your shovel and construct the stuff your squad leader is placing. Right now, you'll be learning a lot about building, and I'm going to tell you about what I call the holy trinity of construction. That's a radio, a hab, and an ammo box, the 3 things that a fob needs to be good. Can you also add nice fortifications and firepower? Yes, but you need those 3 things first. The radio is what sets the surrounding area as your forward operating base, or FOB, that's what people call it. It also allows you to place all other constructible items like the hab. The hab is what lets you respawn at the location instead of running from main base. Habs are really nice because unlike rally points, they allow the entire team to spawn there, not just your squad. The last thing you're going to need is the ammo box, since your ammo doesn't automatically refill when you respawn unless you're at the main base. You'll need this so that when you respawn, you can rearm and head back out fully loaded. On the topic of ammo and construction, you need vehicles to transport you the material and ammunition from the main base. It isn't unlimited and it doesn't come out of thin air. Now that you've built up a base, you're going to have to get to the fight, and the main way of accomplishing this is by running. A lot of running. You need to realize that this game has a lot of downtime where you'll be walking to objectives for extended amounts of time. Galactic Contention is not about instant action. When all that's said and done and you found the enemy, you can start pointing your blaster at them and shooting. Just listen to what your squad leader says because their plans can vary from game to game. Now I'm going to give you a few tips to help you survive and win the match. Number 1. Play smart. This is not a run and gun game. The matches are slower than most games you've probably played. Take it slow and think about your actions since respawns are slow and every death brings you that one ticket closer to losing. Just be smart and try to stay out of the open. Number 2, don't shoot vehicles with your blaster. Leave that to the anti-vehicle folks. Blasters do literally nothing to vehicles unless you're trying to shoot someone out of LAATs or HMPs. Number 3, don't give up immediately. If you're a living, breathing thing, medics can revive you from the dead. So if you die and you see a lot of teammates nearby, give them a fighting chance to revive you. It saves tickets and it'll get you back into the battle faster than respawning. Number 4, check the map pretty often. On the map, you can get a lot of insight on what's going on around you. Squad leaders, fire team leaders, and command can mark enemy locations, vehicles, and bases. Or they can put out marks that show you where to go or where to hold. Number 5, please communicate. Use your microphone. This is probably the biggest tip you can learn for this game. Go grab a microphone and use it. I don't care if it's a fancy blue Yeti or your mom's extra set of generic earbuds. The game is supposed to heavily rely on teamwork, so work with your team and talk to them. Please. Silent squads are no fun to be in and they're so frustrating. Alrighty, so you've been fighting and I hate to break it to you, but you've inevitably died. What do you do now? Well, you need to find a nice place to respawn. Usually, you'll just look for the closest respawn point to where you died, if it's still up, meaning the radio isn't damaged and the hab isn't being overrun. You should probably just respawn there unless told otherwise, but make sure to take into account your ammunition. Like I said earlier, you don't have unlimited ammo and you don't respawn filled up unless you respawn at the main base. At habs, there should be an ammo box because that's in the Holy Trinity and people should follow that. And at rally points, you'll probably have to just deal with the low ammo or find a nearby ammo bag or ammo box. Once you've respawned, you really just keep following the tips I used for fighting until you win or lose the match. Now, you might be a little confused because you can't see your kills. That's a thing from squad. You can't see kills until the end of the match, and that's to encourage teamwork. You shouldn't be going for a high kill to death ratio, you should just be going for a win with the rest of your team. Alrighty, that should just about wrap up the guide. Now, I probably didn't cover everything that you need to know to play the game, because lots of it you need to learn for yourself through experiences. Just keep playing, you'll figure it out, and you'll have a good time doing it. If you have any extra questions, feel free to ask the people on the Galactic Contention Discord, or you can join my Discord. There's a link in the description. Talk to me one-on-one. I'll answer any question you have. I have a bit of experience in this mod. If you liked this guide and thought I did well, leave a like. If I didn't do well, I guess you can leave a dislike. Leave a comment though, that'd be more helpful. Constructive criticism is always welcome here. And if you like my personality, you like me, you want to see more of me, leave a subscribe because then you'll get to see more of me. That's kind of the whole point, isn't it? Okay, I'll let you guys go about your day now. Stay safe, have a good time. I'm Pop Man Dupe, and I'll see you later.